Since they wanna know. Since they wanna know. Since they wanna know. Here's the formula on O, now let's go.
Hi, this is John Miller, Associate Editor of IGN Xbox 360, and today we will be talking about Fight Night Round 3. Now, the first thing you're going to notice about Fight Night Round 3 is the amazing visuals and graphics. Fighters, from Muhammad Ali to Marvin Hagler to Sugar Ray Leonard, everyone looks spot on and fantastic. Some of the best graphics we've ever seen in video games, period, and really one of the first true next-generation titles on the Xbox 360. In fact, the visuals are so good, they actually have a role in the way you play Fight Night. For instance, when your opponent is severely hurt, you're going to actually see the pain on his face. Not only are the cuts and bruises back from Fight Night Round 2, but now you can actually see fear in the eyes of his opponents in some high-resolution facial expressions. Now, a significant change in the gameplay of Fight Night Round 3 is the new Haymaker system. In Round 2, you were able to pull back and wind up a Haymaker at will, and although the effects were very satisfying, the crunching of an opponent's face, it was a bit unrealistic because you ended up throwing so many Haymakers that you would rarely throw a jab or a hook. Now, in Fight Night Round 3 on the 360, the Haymaker has been dramatically altered. The animation is much slower, so experienced fighters will be able to parry it fairly easily. In fact, you're really only going to want to throw the Haymaker when you've parried an uppercut or a hook of your opponent and he's stunned. Now, the Haymaker is the first of 3 impact punches that EA has implemented in Fight Night Round 3. The Haymaker is your basic power punch. From there we go to the Stun Punch, which is an even slower and stronger punch than the Haymaker. Basically, you wind up the controller a little bit further back than the Haymaker. Your controller will actually vibrate a bit, and then you roll forward with the analog stick and you unleash the Stun Punch. Now, it's very difficult to land, but if you do, the opponent will go into a first-person minigame where basically all he can do is throw up his hands and block. He's completely stunned and out of it. This is your chance to move in, and if you can successfully land a few blows, you can put him on the canvas. Now, the third impact punch is the Flash KO, which usually happens after you successfully parry an opponent's blow, and then you unleash a fierce Haymaker back at him. Immediately, his entire reserve of energy will be drained, and one more successful punch can knock him out. Now, Career Mode is back, and EA has implemented a number of new fighting styles for each fighter, and when you create a character, you're able to select from a number of different options, like the Philly Shell defense, or the cross defense, if you want to be an orthodox or a southpaw fighter. All of these styles play heavily into the gameplay because you are going to have to learn to defend different types of punching styles and successfully parry impact punches coming from different angles with different fighters. Now, all these impact punches really tie into the theme EA is trying to put out with Fight Night Round 3, and that one punch can really change a fight. There's really nothing more satisfying when you're on your last legs, about to be knocked out, and somehow, miraculously, you land a super impact punch, reverse the KO on your opponent, and you come back and win the fight. Really, your opponent is more dangerous when he's hurt because he's more likely to throw the super impact punches that have the most potential to hurt you. All in all, Fight Night Round 3 is shaping up very nicely, and we're seeing some true next-generation graphics and gameplay. You can look for more coverage in the coming weeks on IGN.com.